Welcome, adrenaline fans. High-speed police chases and wild escapes you won't believe. In Ohio, a panicked woman rams into a patrol car and takes off on foot. In Florida, officers confront a fleeing suspect, deploying a taser to end a daring escape. And what started as a dentist appointment turns into a criminal cover-up. Stay tuned. These high-speed police chases will shock you. On May 17, 2025, at 5:31 p.m., Sharonville officers spotted a vehicle with fake plates and moved in. But 54-year-old Alicia Bryant slammed the gas, crashed into a patrol car, ignored every stop command, and ignited a heart-stopping full-throttle pursuit.
47 returns to a Chevy Hyundai SUV. Stop. Stop. Roll down the window and stop the car. You are being stopped. Stop the car. Turn the car off. Stop moving. No, stop moving. Where's my vehicle when they're fleeing now? Disregard, continue post on camper the wrong way.
You said eastbound still, correct?
Yep. 22, we turned left onto Enterprise, headed north on Enterprise near Sirens. Back onto Enterprise. Yeah, back on a partnership from Utah. Going through the business parking lot right now. Just ran off the road, going into the parking lot. Stand by.
The truck weaved wildly on the highway before veering off into chaos, culminating when the suspect nearly struck another officer, brazenly flaunting law and public safety.
Yep, we're headed back to Enterprise, back where they originally entered into Utah. We're going back that way.
The driver took a daring wrong-way turn on Kemper before hurtling onto I-275. With speeds peaking at 103 miles per hour and disaster imminent, officers deployed multiple spike strips throughout the 10-mile chase. The instant the truck tore over the spikes, within a heartbeat, the front left tire blew out completely, sending the vehicle into a violent, uncontrollable skid.
I'll go for driver, you go for passenger, we split if you're good with that.
And then lost their whole fire.
Finally, officers slowed and forced Bryant's vehicle to a halt before she could escape. They subdued her on the highway, ending the frantic flight, and just 15 minutes after the chase began, she was in custody.
I got the driver.
At the end of the chase, Bryant was required to post $100,000 bail for failure to comply, $200,000 for assaulting an officer, and $500 for drug possession. She also faces charges for expired registration, driving while suspended, and an active Butler County warrant. Passenger Gabbard remains in custody on drug possession and evidence tampering charges. No injuries were reported. At 17:31 on April 18th, 2025, Lieutenant A. Jones spotted a black Buick bearing an active warrant out of Lakeland. When the driver ran a red light at Lake Parker Drive, mounted the curb on Ingram Avenue, and refused to stop, officers activated lights and sirens, launching a heart-pounding pursuit. Police radioed Tampa Bay COM in a relentless chase as the black Buick vaulted the concrete curb near Memorial Boulevard and Lakeshore, whipping south. Units held fast through N. Ingram and Parker until Trooper Saunders joined.
No traffic, still eastbound. Speed 80 miles an hour. Turn around to Gary, turn around to Gary. So we're turning on to Gary. Alright, we're ready to go then. Eastbound on Gary, coming up at 10 o'clock and Parkway. 80 miles an hour, lane traffic. Then we're eastbound on Gary, coming up to 10 o'clock and Parkway. Memorial, slowing down. We're coming up to Memorial, slowing down.
Units trailed the Buick past N. Ingram and Parker until reinforcements joined the hunt. In one final, desperate move, the car ripped into oncoming traffic, smashing into civilian vehicles in a brutal bid to break the cordon. At Memorial Boulevard, congestion forced patrol units into the adjacent lane for a failed pit attempt, only to realign at the first opportunity. Trooper Saunders then took point as the suspect turned onto Woodland Avenue and delivered a flawless pit, spinning the vehicle to a dead stop. Immediately, the driver jumped out of the disabled vehicle and ran down Woodland Avenue. He turned left directly in front of the patrol car, forcing it to swerve right. The driver fell to the ground just inches from the patrol car's tire. Officers promptly deployed a taser, incapacitating him on the pavement. Police swiftly subdued and ended the pursuit, handcuffing the suspect as a bag of methamphetamine fell from his pocket. The patrol unit read him his Miranda rights, confirmed no fentanyl was present, and discovered his Illinois driver's license was suspended. After EMS evaluated him at Bartow Hospital, he was booked into Polk County Jail. On September 11th, officers spotted a Kia Soul exhibiting dangerous driving, weaving and tailgating other vehicles. When the driver refused to comply with stop commands, a bold decision turned a routine traffic violation into a heart-pounding, high-speed chase on the highway. The Kia Soul, like a wounded beast, frantically weaved through lanes, placing both the driver and pursuing officers in mortal danger.
reason for stop?
Officers executed a calculated pit maneuver, a high-stakes gamble to disable the fleeing vehicle. In a heart-stopping instant, the patrol car rammed the fleeing tail, spinning it out of control and ending the chase. Officers converged on the wrecked car like a thunderclap, tension crackling in the air. The door burst open and a man emerged, hands shot skyward. Within seconds, he was subdued and cuffed, then read his Miranda rights, his right to remain silent and to an attorney before any questions were asked.
Your hands up. Face away from us. Face away from us. Face away from us. Back up to the sound of our voice. To your right.
Yet the reason for his frantic flight was even more startling. He confessed to drinking, while his companion had managed to flee before authorities arrived.
A phone in there with a black case. Can you hand me that phone, please?
During the search, a concealed firearm was unexpectedly discovered, instantly elevating the case from DUI and fleeing to a serious weapons offense. Not just a drunken driver on the run, but now the burning question is, what did he intend to do with that gun?
You're just reporting on the reason for the original stop.
Opening the doors open, wide open.
Go outside and get your feet up.
I'm already getting arrested for what? Why am I getting arrested?
Outside.
Okay, I'll get out.
Go outside.
I just wanted my paperwork. Why? Right here.
On January 2nd, 2024, Florida deputies were dispatched to a dental clinic when an irate patient stormed the front desk, demanding her medical records on the spot. Informed she'd have to wait or receive them by mail, she erupted into a furious tirade, forcing staff to call for backup.
I don't understand why it's a problem or an issue for me to get my documentation of what happened today.
Did I refuse to give it
Yes,
to you?
you refused to give it to me, and you told me no.
I said
no.
I said she just left the chair.
I
I
didn't-
was unable to have documentation
I didn't just-
until I
wait, let
compile
me
it.
finish.
Until I compile it,
Mhm.
I asked her if she would like to come back for it.
Okay.
Then she can come back for it.
Okay, do you understand her? No, ma'am.
And I asked her to write it down.
Hang up the phone. This person's on the phone with it. Okay. All right, so you're gonna have to leave the property now. If you come back here and cause more issues, we're gonna have a bigger issue, okay? They do not have the documents ready for you right now.
Because they don't have an address.
The police asked the patient to leave the clinic and warned that she would face further trouble if she returned to cause a disturbance. Will she depart to avoid complications or stay until she receives her documents?
Okay. And you came back.
Okay. Papers that they said that they were just about to bring out.
Yeah, and then you left, so we thought you left.
No, I left to go for a walk so I can calm down. I didn't leave.
Okay.
But you told me that.
An officer warned the patient that leaving and returning would lead to trespassing charges, but she remained unfazed, only intent on retrieving her documents. The situation escalated as officers moved in to restrain and arrest the patient. She kept screaming that she wasn't resisting and that they were hurting her.
Come back when the documents are done and I can go for a walk until then. I don't understand why it's a problem for me to just step outside and go for a walk.
Okay, can you just stop outside and just wait there? You're gonna come back later today for the documents?
I can come back whenever I need to come back for the paperwork and whenever the paperwork is done. That's not a problem. I don't mind coming back when the
Okay,
paperwork is
you
done.
had an issue with it earlier today.
No, I did not.
You did. That's why I was called here. You come in there. All right, do you have your ID on you?
No, I do not.
All right. Come sit over here. All right, she's trespassed. They're getting her documents right now.
I'm waiting.
She wants to be argumentative with me. I told her to sit down. She wants to call her mom and stay in the doorway.
Go wait outside.
All right, let's go outside.
No, I'm not.
Go outside.
They told me to
Go
wait 2 minutes
Hey.
for my paperwork. I'm waiting for my paperwork. I'm opening the doors open, wide open.
Go outside.
That's
Go
not
outside.
an issue.
All right, that's
I'm already getting arrested for what? Why am I getting
Get
arrested?
outside.
Okay, I'll get out.
Go outside.
I just wanted my paperwork. Why is it a
Get up and
problem?
go outside because you're not listening. Get up
I'm
and
not
go
listening
outside.
for what?
This is business.
Okay, and that's fine.
Get
Mom.
up and get outside now.
Okay, if you do not get up right now, you're going to jail.
Just
All right,
I'm going outside. I'm going outside.
While being restrained, the patient repeatedly cried out in pain and asked why she was being arrested, insisting she only wanted to retrieve her documents. The officers instructed her to stop resisting.
I need my papers. I need my documents on my computer.
Knock it off!
Where's your car?
Knock it off!
My wallet.
We're gonna bring all your stuff now. Knock it off!
Hey, I need my wallet.
And it's tell them to police officer. Get in the car.
I didn't show the police officer.
Get in. You're gonna get pulled in if you don't get in the car. You're gonna get tased in 1 second.
I saw the police officer. I need my backpack, please. I need my backpack, please.
Get in the car.
Please. What am I paying for?
Even secured in the patrol car, she pounded the door with frantic kicks and shouted demands to know why she was being jailed, insisting she'd shown no violence or resistance.
Not you, man.
I told you we were gonna do that.
After the patient was taken away, a clinic staff member expressed relief and stated that they never want to see this patient again and will pursue trespassing charges.
Listen, no more fighting, all right? Or you're gonna have more charges and you're gonna stay in jail longer.
Why am I going to jail?
Let's go. No more fighting. Let's go. You'll get out. You'll get out today if you don't fight.
You're gonna get more charges if you don't
The faster you get there, the faster you'll get out. As soon as you get out, we're gonna put them in the front. You
Yep,
gotta
they're gonna
stand
be
up.
honest.
We're gonna take those off and put them in the front, all right? We're gonna put them in the front, all right?
She was charged with trespassing and assaulting an officer with violence. Bail was set at $5,000.
Okay, here, watch your hand. Come on.
Come on, get up in here, all right? Come on.
On February 4th, 2025, in Aurora, Indiana, officers spotted 41-year-old Dustin Cole, wanted nationwide for probation violations. When he refused to pull over, he tore through state lines, launching a relentless high-speed chase. To pinpoint Cole's exact location, officers repeatedly fired Star Chase GPS units onto the rear of his vehicle, but the devices either bounced off or only adhered loosely. Officers guided the vehicle with a damaged front tire down the highway. The tire's sidewall already failing steering Cole onto a predicted route while support units sealed off all escape paths. As the chase slowed, a line of patrol cars simultaneously blocked every exit.
We're entering southbound.
Racing past Lane 9, officers nailed a spike strip that shredded Cole's tires, forcing him onto the rims. The pursuit then crossed into Covington, Kentucky, where units agreed to avoid boxing him in, fearing a high-speed collision with their own cruisers.
I think we're doing everyone up to you. You can't go any further. You're done.
Cole's truck came to a halt, boxed in by patrol cars as officers commanded him to raise his hands and step out for arrest. A female passenger, later revealed to be pregnant, claimed she was injured when shoved to the ground during the takedown. Cole remains held at Kenton County Detention Center, facing an aggravated probation violation for drug possession in Ohio, plus resisting arrest, driving with a suspended license, and reckless driving charges in Indiana. Both passengers were released without charges. In April 2019, a dashcam captured the moment a red pickup tore down the road. Just seconds later, gunshots rang out. The suspect's first shot turned the street into a battlefield, and in an instant, an ordinary drive became a manhunt. The red pickup careened wildly down the road, tires screaming against the asphalt with each sudden turn. The driver made no move to stop, pushing both the truck's limits and everyone's safety to a breaking point. In a crazed moment, the suspect brazenly drove straight off the road, tearing through the roadside grass before sharply veering back into the chase, a move of extreme peril. Officers deployed successive PIT maneuvers, yet the pickup held its line until the final flawless PIT sent it spinning onto the shoulder. Thick white smoke billowed from the damaged vehicle as its pace finally slowed, but the tension of the chase remained unrelenting. He's got a rifle. The chilling warning rang out from an officer on the scene. Now it's clear, this isn't an ordinary criminal, but a heavily armed gunman determined to do whatever it takes to escape. The pickup screeched to a halt, trapped within a ring of patrol cars. Guns trained, officers rushed in, each advance a life-or-death gamble as suspect and law enforcement confronted one another. Number 44. In Ohio, a woman panics, crashes into a patrol car, and takes off on foot. In Ohio, a woman panics, crashes into a patrol car, and takes off on foot. In Florida, officers confront a fleeing suspect and end the chaos with a swift taser strike. A routine dental appointment turns into a cover for criminal acts. Across the nation, a fugitive's desperate flight sparks outrage and a fierce response from law enforcement. These are not random incidents, they are reality. Fear doesn't save you. Arrogance doesn't shield you. Reckless choices only delay the inevitable. Law is not a suggestion, it's the boundary between order and collapse. Cross it, and there's no escape from what follows. Respect the law, follow the rules, make the right choice because you might outrun the police. But you will never outrun justice.